and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, and Kakwadash.
All right, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Shalom to the brothers and the very few sisters seeking and pushing Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, truth and sincerity. All right, Lord willing, it be edifying, correct, and direct to feed you sheep by Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, man, the lambs of the Lord. All right, and just coming out another week to prophesy the downfall of America.
I got it. Jeremiah 28:8. I got it. It's Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets have been before me and before thee of old, both of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, and all of those things, man, all of those afflictions and those that evil, man. All right, it's at the doorstep. You know, you got the CBDC. You know what I'm saying? You got the BRICS. All right, everything according to prophecies is lining up perfectly, man. All right, and that's how we know, all right, that we in the end times, man. That we at the end of the end, man. You know, it's I had a precept. This Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right, and they killed the Cash App, the founder of Cash App last week, man, and then they instantly released their own digital currency platform, man. You know what I'm saying, to send and receive funds, man. So
FedNow.
Yeah, FedNow.
Okay.
Right, and that's the thing, man. You won't be able to have access to your money unless you got that MOTB, man. Unless you got the C-Hook, you know, and it ain't no way around it, man. All right, the cryptocurrencies. All right, in metaverse, all of that shit is gonna be pretty much directly linked onto the MOTB, man, to see them, you know.
This is Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe into the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right, so woe basically goes into destruction. And we all know that this devil is moving hastily because he knows his time is coming to an end. So that's why he is trying to push out this agenda of the FedNow, of the CBDC, and whatnot, because he's trying to remain in rulership.
Yeah.
That's all he's trying to do, because he knows that the Lord is coming back to end this. And anyway, anybody else got anything else?
Yeah, I got something. This Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Hey man, this stuff ain't tarrying. This stuff is coming off the pages, man. The prophecies, man. Alright, it's always something every single day, man. Either they're killing like animals, derailment, or it's something that's going on, man, that goes towards prophecy, and this stuff is kicking off, man. There ain't nothing stopping it.
Yeah.
It's like every year it was shifting up to a higher gear, man. It's going faster and faster.
They were sending those letters to the farms telling them, hey man, you gotta burn a certain amount of crops, you gotta kill a certain amount of your cattle, man, your livestock, man. Which is those man-made famines, but famine still in general is orchestrated from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. You know,
I was going to second answer if you want me. I was going to do the 9 and 1 right quick. It says, he answered me and then said, measure the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So like we're going into, we're measuring the time. America's about to collapse. You know what I mean? They're about to bring in this MOTB, this C-HIP. The dollar has crashed. There's nothing left for America to stand upon. All the nations are turning against America. The time is ended. We're measuring the time. We can see the writing on the wall, but the rest of y'all still thinking this place is gonna continue. Y'all not following the prophecies. Y'all not understanding, like you just read in Habakkuk, it was for an appointed time, and that time is now. So our job is to make sure we're mindful of that and telling y'all what's about to happen before it happened. So y'all looking around like, man, it's gonna keep going. No, it's not. It's a wrap.
right, so we could get that blood off our hands. Ultimately, man, that's what the Lord required out of us. He said, if you love me, then what? Feed my sheep, feed my lambs, man. you know. And I had this the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Right, and just the fact that you got men on the highways and the byways preaching Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, waking up the tribes of Israel. All right, this is a mighty thing. All right, in which the heathen, man, Esau, Edom, they terrified of this, man. They terrified. They riding back seeing the prophets on the street corners, man. You know, terrorizing them with this word, man.
That's right. Yeah, my bad. Get over that. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Like he was just saying, 30, 40 years ago, we wouldn't be out here like this, boldly telling them what's about to happen, letting them know all the shit that they done wrong to Jake. We wouldn't be announcing all of this. But now, the Lord has put the Spirit on us and raised us into this day, so we can tell people exactly what's going on. And that's what we're doing now. In great boldness, declaring the end of Esau Edom's kingdom. Self-proclaimed white man here in America. His kingdom is done. And this is a perfect example of what we're talking about. They walking around in the days thinking it's going to continue to roll, but it's not. And we're a perfect example of that by us coming out here in this boldness, letting them know the Lord has got your ass marked and your destruction draw nigh.
Yeah. Right? They love that darkness, man. They love this place, Babylon, man. They don't want this place to end, man. You know, they may see the signs, but the what's that term? Cognitive dissonance.
Yep.
Where they choose to believe the lie, man. All right. Ultimately, that delusion from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah. This the book of John, chapter 3, and verse 18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world right now. Light being Yahushua, man. This pure doctrine that he gave to his men, man. That the Holy Spirit, which is the way that we prophesy, man. You know, we ain't the light right now. This, you know, Yahushua said that light upon us. All right. It says, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil, right? And that's why you got so many people that come against the prophets, man. You know, and that's why the majority of Israel, all right, is just bugged out wicked niggas, man, that gotta be destroyed, right? Because their deeds are evil, man. All right, and that's why they choose that to reject and not to believe and repent in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right, it's because they comfortable in their wickedness, man. You know, and the Lord is about to judge all of the wicked, man. All right, everybody is about to get their reward, man, according to their works, man. You know.
It's Job 20 and 23. All right, hey man, this guy really think that his kingdom going to go on forever, man, and that he's going to succeed everything he wants, man. But this is what the Lord said. This Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. All right. So he really think think that he's going to succeed at everything, but he's not, man. All right. He's not. He gonna think he's all good, and then the Lord is gonna thrust him through, man. All right. His kingdom is about to be over with, man. No. It is over with.
Yeah. This Esau's last move right here. His last move was the chip.
Yep.
Supposed the word to get on this chip, like he got the word to get on central banking, central banking system. They use the dollar for even international deals. All right, 2 different nations have to use the U.S. dollar. Esau's last thing was get them all on a chip so he can have complete control.
Yep.
But the Lord said, look, he's gonna rain it on his head. We think he's gonna eat. So this is his end, man.
Yep.
You know. But back in the 2nd chapter, Esau wants to rule over everything. He put up to him all people, you know, all nations.
Yeah, we're back up.
That's coming to an end.
This is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return to build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they should build, but I will throw down, and they should call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh have had an indignation forever. So Esau thinking that they're going to continue to build as they've done before. Anytime they run into a calamity or what they call a natural disaster, they thinking they're going to build and it's going to keep going. But this time it's over with. The Lord is not going to allow it to go. He's going to bring it all down to destruction and desolation. They're not going to rebuild ever again.
I got a precept to back you up. This Psalm 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, man. So who is that talking about? That's talking about Eve, man. You got the place called America, that's named after them. Africa, named after them. I think, yeah, Asia, after them. Many lands, man. All right? They're not, they think that it's going to last forever, but it's not, man. There's an end. There's a bounds that he cannot pass, man.
I got something for you. This is Isaiah 33 and 1. And it says, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled.
Beautiful.
And dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. All right? And as the brother's been mentioning earlier during this session, all right, you can tell that we're on the verge of this prophecy being fulfilled in its fullest, because now he's doing everything in a very quick fashion. Everything is quick, quick, quick. All right, 10, 15, 20 some years ago, all right, things were still kind of gradual. And then every once in a while they throw that big event in, and then they go back to doing it gradually. All right, but now we're in the time where this guy's just moving along. All right, Fed now, central bank digital currency, the derailments. Okay, we got all these rules being put on the books. All right, to incite Jake to get into that that civil unrest mindset. All right, this guy is going, for lack of a better phrase, balls to the wall. You know, full gas.
That's right.
Yeah, well, go ahead, brother.
It's Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be short, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is a Mashiach, or there, believe it not.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, that lets you know that the Lord is speeding up time, man. All right? Because if this dude's still in rulership, everybody will be dead on this planet, man. This is the guy that destroys everything he touched, man. Everything he do is for destruction, man. It says that the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, man. All right? That's his all MO, man. All right? But also the Lord said this Job chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, man. All right? If this is like a whole bound right there, he can't go past that, man. All right? He can't. It's impossible, man.
But that joke that you brought out earlier, when he about to fill his belly, it's like, yeah, when he about to fill his belly, man. You know what I'm saying? That's that bound that he can't pass, man. Esau think, all right, as soon as he about to introduce that seal, and that's when the Lord gonna get on his ass. All right, this the book of 2 Thessalonians.
Man, let's speak louder.
This the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. And that's going into Israel losing their heritage, man. All 12 tribes lost their heritage, man. All right, you got Southern Kingdom calling themselves black. You got Northern Kingdom calling themselves all kinds of bywords, man. All right, so that day that it's talking about is the day of the Lord, man. All right, that day gonna come, but what, we have to fall away first, man. All right, it says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High, right? And that's Esau's pride, man. All right, and that man of sin is being revealed. That's Esau Edom, man. All right.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12.
That's the spirit.
How art thou fallen from heaven?
Start up at 3.
At 3. This is Isaiah 14 verse 3. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. That thou shalt make upon this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor seized? The golden city seized.
Right, so this is our salvation. This golden city falling, the crash of this world economy, all this is so we can get rest, so we can get our land, so we can get delivered, man. Everything is about to go through the fall of Babylon, which is Lucifer, them losing their rulership, and so we can be placed next, man. The last shall be first, the first shall be last. You got it.
Verse 5, Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Right, and this lets you know this ain't talking about ancient Babylon, because it was the wicked, Malachi 1 and 4. 2 Thessalonians tells us the same thing, man. In fact, Isaiah 14 and 2 Thess go hand in hand. All right, talks about him that maketh himself as God. He boasts as God, see the temple of God. All right, yeah. And it calls him the wicked. Go ahead.
Verse 6, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hithereth. The whole earth is at rest.
Hey, it says he's persecuted, man. Who's going to persecute his ass? I have back at the 2nd chapter tells you that you should be a spoiler to these nations. See, if this shit gonna turn sour, man. Because at the end of the day, I was watching some video. It was, I think it was some Ishmaelite, some Arab nigga, some camel eating nigga. He was talking about the strong economies and weak economies. He's like, when this dollar crashed, basically he was saying the weak economies, these weak countries and weak currencies are gonna suffer. End of the day, there's only a couple countries currency can either kind of match with the U.S. dollar. Of course, you got like the you know, quids or pounds. So like that's what they call it. But you got pounds and shit like that. That's close.
Euro, the
yeah.
Swiss franc.
Huh?
The Swiss franc.
Yep, the franc. Everything else is toast.
Yeah.
Everything else is toast. And the funny thing about Europe, you got these other weak countries over there, but they eat off the big countries. They all gonna be pissed. Everything is gonna be just through with America, man. All right, that's why I said even these 10 should hate the whore, man. Talk about they allies in the EU. Some weak toes gonna fuck up, crash and fuck up the rest of the strongs. Go ahead.
The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth unto singing. Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. Verse 9, hell from beneath is moved for thee. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee. Even all the chief ones of the earth, it have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
And we seeing this happen, man. We seeing these nations talk big shit against America. All right, they ain't scared no more. Damn, Nicaragua, they just said they not honoring Taiwan. They fucking with China.
Yep.
There's a lot of countries making this switch, man. I remember to look at the article more closely today. I was saying just the title of it. I forget what country it was. They finna fuck with Russia. They saying fuck the U.S. dollar because fuck them sanctions. More countries are saying fuck the U.S. dollar. Yep. And they ready to war against you because hey look, man, you play with anybody. Hey, what the nigga Ice Cube say? Name anybody in the hood that play like that besides you. You play with somebody money, they ready to fucking fight. Right. These are acts of aggression, man.
Right. You even got a lot of them countries. There's been a lot of TikTok videos coming out about a lot of these leaders in Africa exposing the whole agenda of America. They like, look here, man. You know, if you make your sons like the boys and your daughters like the girls, man, we'll give you all the money and resources that you want. They're like, hell no, man.
Right.
You're not going for that.
Right.
Yeah.
But next thing you know, there's war in the country.
Yep. And Monkey Boy started that shit. Well, they've been, pushing this shit.
Right.
But Monkey Boy Obama, niggas' favorite fucking Hamite. He said he told them other countries, you want American aid, you have to allow gay marriages, man.
Yep.
Hey, these people ain't fucking with that. They getting that old. Hey, keep go. Oh no, hit that. Somebody got back at 2 on deck. They getting that old spirit back on them, man. Even though heathens did all type of weird shit, they still had some form of the law that they kept because they was all passed down from Noah. So they had some form in them. But the proof of it is with Abraham. He told them, the Egyptians, that was his sister. When they found out it was his wife, they said, "Why'd you bring this trespass upon me?
Right.
I almost laid with her. Take your woman back."
Right.
He wasn't with that adultery shit.
Right.
All right, and then it's an example of the Maccabees. Talks about the treasures fella. You grabbing that?
Yep.
The water. Read that verse you just read over, and then read the next one.
Isaiah 14 verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?
Right, so the nations are talking shit against you, man. The nukes was the equalizer. See, up until then, you would just make your advancements, Esau make advancements, and have the top tier weaponry. So nobody can fuck with them. You know, everybody got nukes, and the Lord captured that nukes. That was the weapon to bring his destruction. So you ain't been able to go past that. Nothing is scarier than that. Nothing is bigger than that. And these nations got it. So now what? You couldn't go do your treachery to the world no more. You had to fear the nuke. Or you couldn't put North Korea in subjection to you. You couldn't go ahead and just put your foot on Iran's neck. Why is that? Because Russia protected Iran. North Korea supposedly had nukes. You couldn't do your treachery no more. So now it's your decline. The nation's seeing you weak, shit. You're afraid. All right. So they rising up to take you down, man. Back in the 2nd chapter, please.
Start from the top.
You just to 5.
Oh, start at 5.
Yeah.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. And it says, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
That's Esau. What he done, man? Took over the whole world, made them follow the Western mindset, follow what he says is right, his influence, and most importantly, get on his currency, which put them all in debt to him, man. You keep going.
It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
That word thick clay means heavy debt. So that proverb again. They the same thing in Isaiah 14. He said, how long, you know? And so that means it's going to happen. Go ahead. You got any points, bro? You make it
because, you know, the scripture also says, thou shalt not remove thy brother's landmark. Okay? And that's all this devil comes. He comes in, takes over other people's things, which the scripture clearly tells you shouldn't envy anything of your brothers, but nonetheless, he don't abide by the law. He just comes in and he does his own thing.
What's the one with the 4 presidents' faces on it?
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, that was a Gadite landmark, basically.
Yeah.
They just slapped their faces right on it. All of the national parks and stuff, those are special places to Gad and Reuben. Esau took them over.
It says, verse 7 in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
Right, so this heathen's gonna spoil your ass. The word booties means spoil. All right. Hello. Right, so it's a wrap, man. They tired of being in your damn debt, under your control, man. And you know what? If you just kept shit decent with them on a business tip, they would have been all right. They was getting rich, but you want to force your wine on them. You want to force wickedness on them, and they feel the effects of that. You know why? Because now the lands are plagued. The lands are plagued, man.
They women all unruly, man.
Yeah, they don't want to deal with that shit. You gotta speak up too, huh?
Also, like, you know, they women all through, they out here like like fucking Keisha, man. You know what I'm saying? I seen a Ishmaelite bitch on the pole shaking her ass and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? These other countries not dealing with Esau wine no more, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, this is the place that you do anything that you want, man. All right.
And self-righteousness.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anything is self-righteousness.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right.
Yep.
That's where they draw the line.
Yeah.
Fucking madness, man.
They be trying to say that you know, straight men are the enemy, man. They say if you a straight man, you the enemy, man. You know what I'm saying? They be
Yeah, they do
that
say that.
toxic masculinity, man. You know what I'm saying?
You can jump down to verse. Read the next verse, then jump down to 13.
Yeah, both of those are good. Verse 8, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood and the violence of the land of the city and all that dwell therein.
That's another good point. The reason these nations even, a lot of them got in bed with you because you forced them by the sword. They had no fucking choice. They've been waiting for their fucking revenge, man. They tired of your shit.
And it says, verse 9, woe to him that coveteth and evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
You put yourself above all these heathens, man. So you can be the bringer of evil, but try to keep it from yourself. No, America will feel that wrath, man.
That's right.
Yeah, verse 10, it says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people and hast sinned against thy soul. Because we all know that that's how this guy got everything that he ever had. All right, the scripture tells you riches gotten by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
That's right.
And I'm going to claim that too. But nonetheless, all right, he's done so wickedly with these people. Now it's his time to get spoiled. All these nations are going to put a foot in this guy's ass. Yep. All right, they haven't forgotten. All right, because this guy will be the first one to tell you, no, we can't forget Pearl Harbor. We can't forget 9/11. We can't forget all these things that other nations have done to us.
Right.
All right, but as soon
I'll take that one.
as soon as you bring up something like, hey man, we need reparations. All right, we need to, hold on. That was in the past. That was in the past, brother. We don't need to dwell on that stuff.
That's right.
No, man.
Real reparations.
The scripture tells you that be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So all this great robbery and murder that you've done in your whole entire existence of living, all right, it has to come back on you in some way, shape, or fashion.
Yes, boy.
It's more, but
No, it's more because I wanted to point at 13, so keep going.
all right, because I'm about to read 12.
Keep going.
All right, I'll go to 11. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the time beam, it says, and the beam out of their timber shall answer it. Woe to them that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. Verse 13, behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts, that the people shall labor for very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity.
Right, that's all this has been. It's been vain because at some point the Lord's going to take you down. All right? And this shit was no benefit to these nations. What did they really gain? They got riches, but what else? They lost their whole way of life. Now the Lord is putting that old spirit back on them, man. To speak against villainy, man. The next verse, that's it.
Yep. Verse 14, it says, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh as the waters cover the sea.
They're getting that old spirit on them. Now, ultimately, they can't get all the way right. They heathens. So we're going to help them with that. We come with that rod of iron. Those devils, he only did it right here.
Yeah, exactly. Clown.
Fucking devils, man.
Yep.
But Hey, they getting that. It's that spirit back. That's why he's speaking against sodomy. All right, that's why he's speaking against all this bullshit, man. Calling Esau. You got South Africans, Elam. They calling Esau fucking colonizers, man. Talking shit against them. The Lord putting that spirit on. We can hit that Maccabees.
It's First Maccabees 3 and 20.
Get to the point.
7. Now when King Antiochus heard these things, he was full of indignation. Wherefore he sent to gather together all the forces of his realm, even a very strong army. He opened also his treasure and gave his soldiers pay for a year, commanding them to be ready whensoever he should need them. Nevertheless, when he saw that the money of his treasures failed, and that the tributes in the country were small because of the dissension and plague which he had brought upon the land, and taken away the laws which had been of old time.
Right, so even so their land can be at least decent. All right. Esau took that away back then. He's done it now. Well, they got nothing to show for it. They resources getting scarce. Hey, India tried to before the 2020 shit happened, the pandemic. Elam, I believe it's Sri Lanka. They was already trying to get off fertilizer. Like, we need to go ahead and grow our crops naturally. The earth won't yield its crops for them because there's too much wickedness over there, man. All right, that's happening unto them. So, and they paying for this shit.
Yep.
Esau, you cause the whole world to fall when you fall, man. So now they mad at your ass, man. The nation drunk of her wine, they drink your wickedness, and the nations are mad. Y'all good? Y'all got it?
This the book of Proverbs, chapter 12 and verse 3. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the rule of the righteous shall not be moved. Right, and that's the thing, man. The Lord not gonna make a wicked kingdom, stand forever, man. It gotta be brought down because the Lord is righteous, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say that the rule of the righteous shall not be moved, and that's why Yahushua kingdom, which is the kingdom of Yasharallah. All right, that's why it's gonna be established forever. All right, because it's gonna be a righteous kingdom, man. All right, full of righteous men, man. A kingdom of priests, man. You know.
Yeah, I got some. Go ahead.
I got a couple in the chain.
Go ahead.
This Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong, man. Hey, these countries are standing up for themselves now. They're not with the BS, man. Even though they all going to go into slavery together.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But they seeing them falling. It's like, yo, man, skip this. Look, we airing out all your laundry, man. All right. Then this is Revelation 17 and 16.
I had that.
Oh, go ahead. No. You got it.
No. You on fire. Go ahead, baby.
Start at 15. Start at verse 15.
No, he on fire, bro.
Oh, you said what else?
Start at verse 15.
15? All right. Revelation 17 and 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues.
And that whore is talking about Babylon the Great.
Yep.
And what it means by when she said it, that means she ruled over a lot of people with many different tongues. You see that America is basically an international nation. Like, you got every different ethnical group, culture.
Melting pot.
That beast being what? EU NATO, right?
Yeah, the 10 horns.
Yeah.
That's the next verse. This verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And that's the end game for this place, man. Hey, man, they all going to shoot their ICBM missile fire, you know what I'm saying, on this place, man. Right. You know, they're going to destroy this place, man. This is going to be it's going to become the true lake of fire, man. All right?
This the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. right, man. These other heathen nations, man, they tired of Esau Edom, man. They tired of Esau Edom wickedness, how backwards they are, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they gonna come against this place, man. All right, when they talk about shooting her with those arrows, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna burn this place, man. They gonna come from all directions, from all those countries with that nuclear capability, like the elder brother Benji was going into, man. You know?
These other nations are tired of being bullied, man. They've been bullied for so long. They're like, fuck you.
That's right. That's right.
We're going over here.
It's Isaiah 47. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take them,
Salaki, man. They're called a virgin, man, because like no big giant war of missiles hit this place yet, man. All right. Go ahead.
Take the millstone and grind the mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Like you're saying, America has never had the true calamity it's about to get now. Everybody's going to turn against this whore. You know what I mean? Start with the other nations, and Egyptians going to fight with against each other. Then the Lord is going to come back while fire's already kindled. There's going to be nothing left in this wicked-ass place. The Lord has already decreed it.
Concerning the Most High destroying this place, he used the so-called white man to split that atom. Just like they say, he gonna use his tongue and fall upon himself, and you got like whistleblowers and Dabu 777. And some people I heard say he probably be a Jake, but the Most High say he created the waster to destroy. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 54 and verse 16. It say, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy." And they got that movie. I think it's coming out sometime soon. Oppenheimer. I've been waiting for it, anticipating. But yeah, dealing with the Manhattan Project, and right here in the University of Chicago, they split that atom and created this atomic bomb. But the nuclear capabilities, the arms race has sped up, and so now like America ain't just the big bully on the block. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta deal with these other nations, a conglomerate that's gonna be led by Russia. That's gonna take this place out.
This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 28. Behold, a horrible vision and the appearance thereof from the east, when the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out in many chariots, and the multitudes of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them shall hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. Hey, in the Middle East, man, it's about to get hot. It's already getting hot now. You're already seeing America pull out. All right, but the Carmanians, we know the modern day Iranians, all right, which America always kept their foot on their neck. I believe General Soleimani, he was an Iranian gentleman.
Yeah.
Right? They never forgot, that they did that airstrike and took him out. Right? And right now, that's what's growing, man. The Arabs, they're locking in, and there's a lot of infighting coming to a cease because they're about to arm up to go to war too. Right? And they're linking up also with China and Russia too, because they got a lot of oil. Right? They got a lot of gold too. The scripture tells you in Genesis, it says the land of Havilah, which is rich in gold. So they got a lot of gold and stuff too. Right? It says, and then which Havilah is modern day Arabia, Saudi Arabia. It says, then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled, bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them, and consume some of them. And the host shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings. Right? Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star, and blood shall be from the sword unto the belly, and dung of men unto the camel's hoof. All right, like the scripture say, it's gonna be blood unto the horse's bridle, to say the camel's hoof, which H-O-U-G-H, I think that's like the camel's thigh. All right, so basically, man, it's about to be a lot of bloodshed and a lot of warfare. I got it. 15 and 36.
Yeah, I got one right quick. This is Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahweh.
Right, so this is the Lord's trap. He said he put a trap for your ass.
Right.
He gave you the next technology to build the nukes. He put in your minds to come up with this system to get the nation to follow you. All right, throw away the Bretton Woods system, get on the dollar. The Lord put all in your mind, even to the point where you are gonna chip the people. The Lord got Satan working with him on the left-hand side and convince you to do these things, man, to bring you to the pit.
That's right.
You talking about chipping these people, but look, Revelation tells you that's the mark. Esau knows this. Esau is still finna do it. It's too late in the game for him.
Right.
You're tweaking.
The heart of the king is in the hands of the Lord.
Right.
That's right.
Right. The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth weapons of his indignation, for this is the work of Yahweh power of the host in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from uttermost borders, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. This is what the brothers were saying. The Lord is going to bring all these nations against you and crush you. And then he's going to let that final blow. You know what I mean? The fire's already be kindled. Man, the Lord has been outmaneuvering you clowns since day one. But y'all can't do nothing but go along with it. It's beautiful to watch this destruction, this Babylon, aka America. It's going to be legendary.
That's right. I have one.
Go ahead.
All right, this the book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. Right, and like the brother's going into, man, Esau, you been in a trick bag since day one, man. Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua put you in power. Now Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua is about to take you out of power, man, and get a kingdom unto his sons, man. All right, starting with Yahushua, man. You know?
And this is how you know the Lord put you in a trick bag. I'm getting that classic Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the face of the judge thereof, if not where, and who is it? So the Lord put you in power to do exactly what he needed you to do. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying the key word was given.
Given, right, exactly. You know what I mean? You the perfect culprit, the perfect villain. The Lord casted you as the perfect role player for this role. You know? And your time is up. You know, the Lord has used you for what he needed you to do. To show all the earth how wicked you are. So this is a perfect role for you, Esau Edom, and the Lord is done with it.
Hey, this is Jeremiah 50:23. I was the hammer. I was the hammer of the earth, whole earth cut asunder and broken. I was Babylon become a desolation among the nations.
Yeah, that's what I
Like,
should
you
read.
did me.
God, it's
Read
right.
it over though.
Yeah, keep going. You're a spirit, man. This is spirit, baby.
I have laid a snare, because you commented on it. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art taken on Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
I grabbed Ecclesiastes. It says, that was a man that ruled to his own hurt. This is the Lord's plan. Even Revelation 6 talks about the red horse. It said the sword was given unto them to kill one another. The Lord put you in power to do your job, man. Destroy shit, man. So you can be that example of what not to do. So that people can look and say, you see that land, you see that smoke over there? You know why? That's a no man's zone. All right, because of the wickedness they did. You don't want to follow that. You don't want to be a sodomite. All right, Lord may make you spontaneously combust. These are stories that he's gonna tell their sons.
Yeah, right.
Ham gonna be telling his freaky dicky sons, no. Right.
We don't do that anymore, son.
End up like white men.
Hey, and all throughout the scriptures, you see Esau with his blessing of the sword, man, but the Lord made Jacob a greater weapon, man. He said Esau's like the hammer of the whole earth. He said, Israel, you are my battle axe and weapons of war. All right, he said, what? They have sheep teeth like a leopard, right? They have great teeth, but guess what? One of the names for Yahweh Shai is what? The right hand of the Father.
That's right.
The hand of the Lord. He said, what? Assyrian, thou rod of my anger.
That's right.
All right, but we're going to be, the elect is going to be, Lord, want to be me. Lord, that the elect is going to be that ultimate rod of iron to rule over the whole earth. All right? Sir, this is Ecclesiastes 8 and 9. It says, all this have I seen and applied my heart unto every work that is done under the sun. There was a time wherein one man ruleth over another to his own hurt.
Yeah. So this man is already doing, you know, his inventions is gonna go against him. You know, all the stuff he's been plotting and planning is backfiring. The Lord set him up. He in his own trick bag. The net that he laid, he gonna fall in it.
Yeah.
Everything he set up, he gonna fall. The Lord allowed him to create his own inventions for his own destruction. How cold is that?
Yeah. Romans the 9th chapter, the same thing with Egypt. The Lord said Esau, it's Psalm 7. Psalm 7. Romans 9, just like the Pharaoh Egypt was set up, that's Esau. They were set up to be destroyed, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, get Romans 9 on deck. You got a shot there.
I got something for you real quick. Just Job 12 and 16. It says, with him is strength and wisdom, the deceived and the deceiver are his.
Ooh.
Hey, the Lord done had Esau in a trick bag before the foundations of the world.
Yeah.
All right?
Hates to be you,
It's
Esau.
just that Esau finally catching on to it like, oh shit,
Damn.
this really is the end for us, man.
Hey, it said
Yeah.
the devil believes and tremble, man.
I got one to back up shot. I get up in there. The classic Proverbs 16:4. The Lord hath made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. That's what Esau was made for. To bring evil, and ultimately they received the biggest evil on the planet to come, man. It's great destruction.
That's right.
You saw that, son?
And what, Romans 9? No, 22. Oh, you said the top?
Which one are you looking for?
No, that's 9.
Oh, yeah. Not 22.
This is Romans 9 verse 22.
No, which you wanted?
No, go for 22.
Shit, I just said the first. Let's see this verse.
Romans 9 verse 22.
I was getting more to the point,
Yeah, that's
but we can start up.
No,
you want it?
22 is good.
Go ahead. What
brother.
22 say?
This is
20
Romans-
was good.
What?
20.
I saw that 20 then. Romans 9 verse 20. Nay, but O man, who art thou that will pliest against the Most High? Shall a thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus?
And get to Isaiah 10.
Have not the potter power over the clay? Of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor, and another unto dishonor? What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessel of wrath fitted to destruction?
Fitted to destruction. Esau was designed He was perfectly formed. He was made to be this being that can get this great destruction. That's what his works has been since he's been on the earth, man. All right, work of wickedness, man. All right, you know, you watch a movie, they always show the guy in the background causing chaos. That's Esau. He really the reason we in this hell.
That's right.
Starting with the serpent. That's Esau.
That's right.
All right, the first murderer, Cain. That's Esau.
Yeah, he the perfect fuck up.
Con, that's what he been doing.
Yeah.
No con.
Is that Isaiah 10?
I got
Oh,
real
I mean,
quick. I
I'll
got
see it,
Psalm
bro.
7 and 11. The Most High judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. Every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and hath conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. All right? He hath made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. All right? His mischief, yeah. Hey, like the cartoon Wile E. Coyote.
Oh,
Can it
yeah.
don't work? He got a damn. What the fuck? Right? He gonna crawl in there. Boom. Dumbass nigga. He said, his mischief shall
His
return.
motherfucking lips go to back his head and shit. Esau, boy.
He said his mischief shall return unto his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. All right, yeah, his dealings, all his violence, everything that he once did, man, the Lord is turning the Lord is turning it against him. All right,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing.
That's that Ezekiel 35 that say, he says he has not hated blood, blood shall pursue you. Yeah.
Yep. I got a. Oh, you done with that, brother? Okay, I got a couple more in the chamber. This Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh have not done it? Hey, that lets you know the Lord is in control, man. All right, of everything, man. It's like a chess, and he's on both sides of the board, man. All right, you can't do anything against the truth, but for the truth, man.
That's right.
All right, this Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things, man. All right, he created Esau, man. All right, hey, man, this is showing the Lord's power, man. They were created just like he lifted up Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying, so he can show his power, man. Same thing here, which is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Okay? Go ahead. Oh, y'all got anything?
I got one. This Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob,
Yep.
shame shall cover thee.
So like, go ahead.
It's like I was about to go drop 30 on him. That's what I'm saying.
I believe you. That's the only person you can drop 30 on.
That's all right.
Him right there, because you was dead. You would have had that one out. So like, that man, he crossed himself up.
Nah, he don't got it.
Wow, slick.
That nigga don't got it, man.
He's thinking about the glory days. It's over, baby. It's over.
Shit.
I used to do this.
I went through too.
Oh, shit.
Y'all got it, man.
This Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Right, and the Lord brought and raised Esau against us, man. But just the fact that he used Esau to come against us, man. Yahweh Shemiah Shai got a oath. He got oath with Esau either, man. He got a bone to pick with Esau either, man. All right, they killed his son, man. You know what I'm saying? By his hands, by their hands, man. The Romans, man. So even though he brought that evil upon Yahweh Shai, man, he still got a recompense. All right, he gonna reward those people for that, man. Even though he commanded it, man. You know.
That's why in that Romans 9 it said, Esau said, whoever resisted the will of the Most High. Say, nay, yo, man, who art thou to respond against the Most High? You got to pay for it. If thou meantest well, hey, the Lord knew your spirit. You was already evil. He's going to do this shit. He created you.
Right. I was getting that Ezekiel you were talking. You talked smoke earlier.
Look how black Elon is. Hold on. They don't call them black men.
But they don't call them black like you said.
Right.
He's darker than everybody.
He got an actual nationality.
Right.
Why we just a color?
Exactly.
Fucking madness. Fuck out of here.
That's right.
Hey.
Salaki, brother.
No, that was right on point. It's Ezekiel 35, and start at 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it. And say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh power, Behold, Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I'll make thee most desolate.
Yep.
I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since that thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So like the elder was just saying, Esau's perpetual hatred, he knew his spirit then, he made him exactly for what he needed, and his hatred has never stopped, even into this day. They still hanging niggas in Mississippi. They ain't trying to repeal those Jim Crow laws.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, they trying to do all this shit. They doing all types of experiments, all types of shit going on, and you niggas still trusting in your oppressor. But the Lord got an art with his ass for the perpetual hatred. It has never stopped. You can never trust this devil, but you fools still want to be in bed with him, thinking it's sweet. He done lulled y'all ass to sleep with the gifts he gave y'all. Your Section 8, your link card, your free phones, y'all government bunnies. Anything Esau give you, you love it.
Well, and ultimately, the main gift he gave these wicked niggas is the gift to their free doom, to do whatever wickedness they want to do.
God.
That's the Proverbs said they desire the net of wicked men. So we talk about the system, how Esau set this shit up, which is wicked as hell. But these niggas wanted to be caught in it. They walked right into it. Oh, there's a truck. Okay, they walked right into it. So they wanted the freedom to do this bullshit, man. So they've been looking for it.
They love darkness rather than light.
Esau became the god they always wanted, man.
Yeah.
These niggas are Luciferians, man.
Damn, that's heavy. Right?
That was just recently, man. Dr. Fauci walking through the hood, knocking on doors and shit.
Yeah.
Would you like to sign up for your
And he had his pit bull right there.
black woman right with him?
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of people are gonna die because you know, and then a lot of people died because they listen and follow this. Right? The wiles of the devil.
Yeah, I got a precept. This is the book of Sirach, better known as Ecclesiasticus 14:7. It says, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. It says, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. Right, as the brother Ashi was going into, you know, they Esau Edom get niggas link cards. You know, a lot of niggas get Section 8.
Gift destroyed the heart.
Yeah, gift destroyed the heart, exactly. But ultimately, it's, you know, these things are used to destroy our people.
That's right.
You know, Esau Edom, you know, made it, you know, going back to, you know, the late 60s, early 70s. Esau had it by design to destroy, you know, the so-called black family.
That's right.
You know?
Yep.
Things of that nature. As the brothers was going into the black woman, and these bitches follow it.
Yep.
You know?
You can't get Section 8 unless you put the nigga out the house.
Yep.
You know what I
It's
mean?
crazy. Put that nigga on child support. You could get some money, some money on your link card.
Right.
If it put your baby daddy on child support, man, get extra money and shit. Everything is against you Jakes, man.
Hey man, and what's Esau's blessing? The sword, man.
That's right.
He weaponized everything, man. Even our women against us, man.
Yep.
But the thing is, even the average Jake is waking up to these black women BS, man. All right, and eventually that stuff ain't gonna work, and they be like, "What the heck am I gonna need this pit bull for?" Take the safety net away, and it's over with, man.
That's right.
All right, when that 911, all that other stuff stop, man, who you gonna call, man? It ain't gonna be Ghostbusters. Anyway, I got a precept. This number is 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land where ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So, hey, man, they blood got to be spilled, man. Right? Because they spill our blood to this day, man. You building up a tab, man. You got a tab that's been built forever, man, for a very long time. All right? I got another one real quick, and these are my favorite scriptures. This Isaiah 14 and 21. prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, because they love to say that was back then and stuff like that. Hey, we had to suffer for what our forefathers did. All right, we're still here.
Right.
You got to suffer too, man. Double. All right. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities, man. All right. It said, for I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. He gonna cut them off, man. And then let you know the bloodline is to the father's, the dad's side, man. All right. It didn't say mom or niece and all this other stuff. And one more. This Exodus 21:16. And he that stealeth the man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, it said he shall surely be put to death. And it's crazy because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man, the whole planet. And we're scattered throughout this whole planet. So we're going to be found in his hand, man. And he got to be put to death. Point blank period. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
I'm going to back you up with this one. This is the book of Habakkuk 2:12. It says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. And this is what the so-called white man has done. You know, this is Israelite land, the so-called Native Americans. You know, the Gadites, the Reubenites, the Northern Kingdom. Yep. You know, they have to pay taxes on their own land.
That's wild. Bro.
They push the reservations.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, Chicago, I believe it's named after the Chicago Indians, something like that.
Yeah, it's in the Chicago History Museum, actually.
Okay,
yeah, it's named after a Gadite.
Yeah, named after the Illini, Illinois, named after Illini. You go through every state, you're gonna find some place that's named after one of the Gadite tribes.
Yeah. And may I add also, I forget what I think it's in Wyoming somewhere. How you see the president's faces imprinted on the cliffs. It's around Rushmore. You know, that was sacred Indian land. You know, what did the so-called white man do when he found gold and things like that? He pushed them out the land. You know.
This the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth the ear, right? So whatever Esau, all right, he putting his hand to, man, that shit is gonna be destroyed, man. You know what I'm saying? He slipped that poison into Eve. Now look at Eve fucking through. You know what I'm saying? Slip that poison to you, Jakes. Now you Jakes fucking through, man. That free doom that the elder Benji was going into, man. All right, Esau is a destroyer, man. His blessing is the sword, man. That's all he can do is destroy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a poison. Everything coming from that man is to destroy you, man. To bring you closer unto death. You know what I'm saying? But you niggas still trusting him, man. You niggas still leaning unto him, man. Joining hand to hand with him, man. You know?
This is John 10 verse 10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that ye might have life and that ye might have it more abundantly. So, you know, this is the mindset of this devil, man. This is his motive, man. He always wants to steal, to kill, and destroy. Man, he been this way since he went out them caves, man.
I got something to back you up. It's the book of Psalms 49 and 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Right, since, you know, Esau have this thought that nothing is happening to him, you know, all this rape, robbery, and murder that they have done, you know, they feel like that nothing is happening to him. But what? You know, that these, you know, things is going to continue. You know, his house is rulership. But what? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to pull that rug under him. You know?
I got one. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 12. For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And that's talking about Jake, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at us, man. Hell, man. We're the sons of the Heavenly Father, man. You know? It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished, right? Because who vexing us right now, man? Who afflicting us right now, man? You know, that's Esau Edom, man. know what I'm saying? And even though he on the top of the world, hey, you think you gonna go unpunished, man? It says, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste, right? So all you Edomites, man, all y'all gonna be destroyed, man. All right, you're gonna come back in slavery, man, and then after 1,000 years, you're gonna be destroyed again, man. You know, and that's your judgment, Esau. You know what I'm saying? Why this is your kingdom right now, man. All right, but for the rest of eternity, all right, you about to be a spoil, man. You know.
You did that Isaiah 33.
Basra is the capital of Edom.
Wow. It's Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and that was not spoiled, and dealtest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. So there's no way you're getting around it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everything that you've done to the apple of the Lord's eye, you're gonna pay for it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Y'all treacherously is still, y'all doing treacherous shit right now. You know what I mean? Y'all trying to come out with that MOTB, that C-HIP, all this shit is treacherous. You have ruled for 400 years, all you brought is rape, rob, murder, and destruction to this planet. And you still not happy with that. You want to continue to rule in your wickedness. But the Lord is done with that.
What did that last one say? They would seek to end dealing treacherously?
Right. They will shall, yeah. They shall, yeah. When they shall make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
Yeah, and that's where they're at, man. These Edomites now, this ain't the Edomites of old who came through and conquered. We're in the ending of this particular civilization. You know, you have different stages of the civilization. All right, you got the initial part where they woke up, like it said, that serpent worship be loose. All right, the Renaissance where they would be able to build up. All right, they were able to get their science and get the technology and get the, you know what I'm saying, the Lord delivered us into their hands to be slaves and servants. All right, but now we're at the end, the age of the time of decadence in this particular empire. All right, this is Job 20:10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. All right, and even when you move around all of these Edomites, it's like now they got a certain guilt about it.
That's right.
Whereas, like the brother was saying earlier, 40, 50 years ago, you walk around Esau, they still had that pride, that arrogance.
Yeah.
They had their chest up. All right, now you go amongst these Edomites country, Edomites city, Edomites whatever. They have that shame over them. Right?
It ain't real. That's not shame, brother. Keep going.
Okay. It says through wickedness.
It says the kisses of the enemy are deceitful.
Okay. It says though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned, it is the gall of asp, which is poison within him.
So all he did is he semi-hides it. He covers it up with a smile, man. He still do the same bullshit. And you see, that's why they don't want to teach CRT, which is not. CRT is bullshit because it's not a theory, man. That's facts. It's critical race facts. This is shit you've done. And then you see people talking shit on the comment boards. Some Edomites not hiding that shit. You got they call it white guilt that's on the left, on the liberal side, man. But even then, the liberals are full of shit because what are they really talking about? They talking about promoting you going far into the degeneracy, you going to LGBTQ, you going to abortion. It's all type of madness, man. What shit fucks us up. All right, because we Israelites supposed to keep the laws. So you got them on the right that they like, look, this is what the fuck is about. They honest with their shit. Then you got them on the left that say, no, we don't hate you. Now you two men, y'all can go fuck each other. No, that's hatred. They make sure they push that shit on Jake. That's why they make sure Jake vote Democrat, so they can be liberal, man. Go out there, have fun, be a whore. Don't slut shame.
You're not black if you're not a Democrat.
Right.
You're not really black.
It said, he has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him.
Con, those riches, man, they're going to be given to us, and we're going to take it from you. All right? We ain't going to wait for you to give us no reparations, Esau. The Lord's going to take you down, but when sin happened, and everything you got hoarded up on the other side of the world is going to belong to us. Point blank, period.
Right.
He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and he shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Like
That's right.
Reparations. That's real reparations.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get to enjoy all that. What you think, the peace and the earth? You can't even have peace. You're not a peaceful people. So you planning on chipping everybody and everybody unified? Then what? It's still gonna be demonic as hell.
That's right.
Cause that's what sin produced, man. Death. All right, that's the spirit of sodomy comes with this. Hey, Romans the first chapter tells you all these different things that come with it. You can never get along, man. It won't happen.
Because he hath oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away a house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Yeah, wicked goes to. Go ahead. Write it down.
I was gonna say, it should basically the same thing. None of his meat should be left. All of his shit is gonna be taken. The stuff that's not gonna be destroyed, that's in the other parts of the earth.
What does it mean? Every hand of the wicked shall be upon him.
All the people turning against his ass. All these small countries. Yeah, all the other countries. Right, all the other nations.
Right. The word wicked right there means wretched or laborers. It don't mean wicked. That's not the word for wicked right there in the Hebrew. It means wretched one of laborers. It goes back to the Habakkuk. It says, was not the Lord, they shall labor in the very fire. All right. But now what? We see them turn against this devil, man. That's how you know we're at the end. Are you weak like us? Your economy crashing. You look at America like a third world country right now, man. Damn near.
Facts.
See, it ain't hit everybody yet, you know, but that's prophecy. It said victory shall be so good cheap. So y'all think y'all in good case, man. But meanwhile, what's happening around you? All right? Wildfires in the Midwest. Wildfire in New Jersey.
That's
All right?
crazy.
Wildfire in Alaska.
Fire-
Snowing in Mexico at the same time.
Fire weather warning in Chicago.
Right.
Crazy.
Shit, California been snowing. Damn, listen.
Bugged out.
Yeah,
Texas snowing and shit.
Yeah,
Right.
All right, and that's just the weather anomalies, man.
Yeah.
The violence is increasing on the earth. These people are on edge. All right, it's a wrap.
Yep.
Earthquakes, it's all everything, man. Uprisings of the people.
People mourning.
Yeah, this kingdom divided now more than ever.
Perfect. Oh,
All right,
yeah.
they ready to kill each other, man. These Edomites gonna be on it.
The word that for wicked is all laborer, sufferer, wretched one, laborer, workman.
That's the difference. You like the other one?
That's why you gotta look at words. I got a little more. So he is about to fill his belly. The Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. All right, that's the time that we're coming in. That we're doing okay. They want to eat. All right, they want to get everybody's funds in one pot, and then them get control over it and take control from you. All right, cut you off your house, cut you off from your possessions.
Right.
Have a direct connection to your possessions.
Yeah.
Be able to turn it on
and off when they get
turn
ready.
it off anytime they want.
Right.
That's the greatest scam ever. All right, that's like your girl telling you, let's open an account, and then you put all your money in the account, and she don't put shit in there. Yeah, right.
Where are you at? And then she gone
with your shit.
Everything withdrawn.
Shit, that's stupid as hell.
It is drawn and coming out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword coming out of his gone terrors upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
Which let you know that the weapon that's going to take this devil out is using man-made materials at the bow of steel. All right? It's going into, it's coming out the silos, the water, yep. All right, that's how you know that Isaiah 54 is talking about nukes.
Fire not blown.
Yeah, look at the sequence of it. All the hands of the wretched, the laborers, the heathen is gonna be against you. Then this weapon blow still gonna be on you, and that fire not blown is going into the detonating system of the nukes, which most with missiles and rockets shit like that, there has to be fire and igniter. Right. Nukes don't have a fire to ignite it, man. Those atoms crashes, man. They collide and then get the explosion. Nuclear fission.
This is the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137. Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord Yahweh, the children of Edom, and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. All right, going into that rest that the saints gonna get, man. In Psalms 147, when they gonna sing loud upon this bed, they beds, it say, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord, man, to chop these niggas up, man, and put them into captivity. Also going into Revelation 13 and 10. You know, the saints faithfully and patiently waiting for these niggas to be put to the sword and to put them in captivity, to put fetters of iron on them niggas and handcuffs and beat the shit out of them over the head with a rod of iron. That's a glorious, marvelous reward, man. You know,
it's an honor.
That's right. It's our expectation.
This is the book of Isaiah 34. I might as well just start at 1. It says, come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. It says, for the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter, because what, before these nukes even drop on this place, Yahweh Shai is going to get busy on these armies, you know, going to destroy them without hand. You know, as I believe in 2nd Esdras talks about, you know. It says their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Right, melted with their blood. Talking about what? Those thermonuclear missiles. And it says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Right, talking about that mushroom cloud. And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. Right, that fig, falling fig from the fig tree, talking about that missile. And it says, for my sword shall be bathed.
Let's talk about a missile, brother.
And it says, verse 5.
That's a question. I heard something about a missile.
I believe it's in 2nd. I got
well,
you.
I was just the visual alone. All right, the visual alone, it tells you how it arches over.
Yeah.
A falling fig, when it's ripe, it arches over like a missile.
I think that's in Revelations also what it talks about it, right?
I mean, but it said it right there. Got to visualize. It's telling you about a weapon that's going to bring fire and destruction, and it's telling you what it's going to do, man. You know, visualize the scriptures when you're reading. You know, that's when Apostle Hart brought that analogy out, made it sink in even further. You got to look at the picture of a ripe fig. You got to look at it, man.
Even like with Ezra's, he described it as a bow being shot. When somebody shoots a bow, it makes that arch too when it takes off. You know,
a longbow, yeah, we shoot a longbow.
It eventually would, if you shoot it up in the sky, it eventually arc and curve down.
Like that movie One. At the end of the movie, when they shot up, not One, Hero. They shot all the arrows out, and it blocked the sky out. It blocked the sky out. So many arrows, it blocked the sky out. And they had that same arch.
Yeah, yep, and movie 300. They shot all the arrows at them, yeah.
Isaiah 34:5, it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my cursed judgment. Right, going into that judgment, talking about the thermonuclear missiles, going into the judgment, you know. And it says, the sword, verse 6 says, the sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh has a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Right, the Lord is going to make a great sacrifice out this place in America. You know, not only Esau Edom is going to get it, but you wicked niggas that follow after him.
Yeah, America, Babylon is the altar. You know, it's gonna get burnt up. You know, when they set the offering, they burned it up to the Lord. Hey, this place is gonna get burnt up, just like a sacrifice on the altar. It's gonna be with those missiles.
It's Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Like, this is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So that tells you there that this new this war, it ain't gonna be just like the past ones where they was fighting with guns, man. It's gonna be where they're gonna be fighting with thermonuclear weapons.
Yeah, this is gonna be a war to end all wars right here.
Right, and in that Psalms, what is it, 17? It says Esau Edom is the Lord's sword. So he's gonna use his sword, Esau, to destroy his damn self. You know, that shows you the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power to be used to destroy your damn self. So he put the spirit on him to create this weapon. All right, so he could take himself out with it.
Yeah, I was going to that. This is Joel 2 and start at 1. Going back to the nuclear missiles. This Joel 2 and 1. Blow ye a trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spreading upon the mountains. A great and a strong, there have not slacken. A great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden.
So that's how you know when it says people right there, they ain't talking about humankind. So you tell them ain't gonna be no humans after this? No, it's even when you read in Proverbs, it's called the ant, say people. All right, it's talking about a group of something. And it's telling you what this group does, man. This group right here, all right, which is the missiles, is bringing fiery destruction, man. It takes a whole land that's there and turns it into fire and nothing. All right? That's them nukes.
Right.
Which that's and we already know. The scriptures say what? This time the second death is by fire. It plainly tells us that, so we know what it is.
Right. Fits. So it's
talking about that's horses.
No.
So ain't gonna be the horses after this?
Right.
Tweaking.
God. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains, they shall leap. Like a noise of flame of fire that devour the stubble, as a strong people set in a battle array. So like you said, these nuclear missiles, when you shoot them out all across the world, they're going to line up just like any army. Yep. You know what I mean? And then they're not going to miss their mark. Wherever they are sent to go, they're going to go. You'll see the fire coming, and you're going to see the destruction right behind it. So they're not going to miss anything. This is the Lord letting these nukes go on this wicked-ass kingdom.
Wait, what's that called? Like the cavalry, and when the horses come in and shit? It's going to be like a cavalry of this nuclear missile just coming to destroy this place. And the horses represent power as well. So when they come, it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a force to be reckoned with.
Also, it's that loud noise because another scripture talks about the prancing of horses. It's gonna be loud as hell. You had war. You feel when them horses was coming, you got 200,000 horses, 50,000 horses riding on the same pavement. Your shit be vibrating. You don't just hear it, you feel it.
Right.
You know?
It's funny you say that. Sorry, brother. Because she was talking about visualizing the scriptures. Also, when you think about horses, have you ever seen a group of horses run? Like they're on the ground and you're up top. When they run, you can see their mane flowing in the wind. And their body is accurate. Think about how when the missiles come back through the atmosphere with that fire coming from it, looks just like their mane that's
like a lion.
Yeah. And they got the fire behind the propulsion system behind it.
It's Joel 2:6. Before their face, the people shall be much pain. All the faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the walls like men of war. They shall march everyone on his way, and they shall not break their ranks. So when they start flying everywhere, they're not gonna miss a beat. It's gonna, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna line up. Every building's gonna get hit. You know, they're not gonna miss nothing. It's gonna be devastation. You know what I mean? These people gonna be terrified, but it's too late.
Right. That's that like the GPS and the missiles. It has a technology where you put they had the guiding system, longitude, latitude. Shit, you see Esau shoot some little baby shit and take out a building with precision.
That's right.
And that's a little ass bomb. And it hit the mark on the dime. Shit, whatever Esau got, he got all types of shit.
Yeah, they got all type of shit.
But
they got explosives. They can direct. They can put it. Make the size of a fly right to you, and just blow your fucking brains out.
Yup. So these missiles ain't gonna miss their mark and shit. Esau with your anti-defense systems, that shit ain't gonna work. All right, they gonna be moving around that.
It goes on to say when they fall upon the sword, they ain't gonna fall.
Yep. That's the wall too. It's gonna go right over whatever defense they think they got. Yep.
Yeah, that was the next verse. Yeah, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march everyone on his way, and they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Like the brothers was just saying. They're gonna go around everything that you think you got set up against them. They're gonna go to their target. They're not gonna run into each other. They're not gonna miss not one building that they set to. That guidance system, that, you know what I mean, that GPS mark, that laser sighting, everything that Esau set up is going to go to that destination.
Well, ultimately, the spirit of the Lord is going to be in those missiles.
I got that right here. Hey, this is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 28. It say, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Seafood, wild beasts, and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. So the Lord got a spirit in those missiles, man, a spirit of fire, and it's not going to miss its target, man. All right, Babylon the Great, it was prophesied for it to be destroyed by the lake of fire, and that's what's going to happen.
Right, just like in the X-Men, I think it was like Apollos or some shit. Apocalypse, where he put the spirit on all the people to fucking turn all the nukes on and shoot them off. But it ain't gonna float in space and go into La fucking land. Nah, them nukes is gonna come right back down. You know, just like he put it on their spirits, he controlled everybody to all switch the keys at the same time, and all of the nukes got fired off all at the same time. It's gonna be the same thing when the Lord does it, but they're gonna return back and they're gonna hit their mark.
This is Revelation 9 and 15, which Revelation means apocalypse. Apocalypse means revelation, right? Revealing. It says, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men, and the number of the wicked. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, Salaki. Now that's going into.
No, keep going.
Okay, kind of. Yeah, that's going into something.
Keep going.
But okay, it says, and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone.
And that's the nuclear warheads. In the front, the warheads is in the front, man. Go ahead. That's the teeth. That's the Biden power. Go ahead.
By these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth, the warhead, and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them.
And that's the propulsion system. That fire in the back, man. When you look at a missile, it got that kind of wavy rock when it's in the air like a snake.
And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts.
They said the head was like a lion, because like when shit comes back into the atmosphere, you had that fire that goes around it, and that's what the mane from the lion's head looked like. So when he seen the missile, he seen the head of the missile looking like a lion, because it had that orangey fiery ring around it, like how a lion looks when he has his mane. So imagine seeing like a shit like looking like a whole bunch of lines coming out, but not physical lines, but missiles. Shit, you seen a regular lion run up on you like a big swole ass lion with his mane. That's a fearful thing. These people are going to be seeing these coming out of the sky. You ain't gonna be like when the false alarm happened in Hawaii, motherfuckers hopping in sewer holes, and you ain't gonna be able to do that shit. If anything, you're just better off just standing outside.
You don't die in the
Your ass gonna get evaporated regardless.
Man, $200,000. That's 200 million. Yeah,
right. And one missile could hold up to like 10 warheads.
I think they got more advanced now.
Yeah, that's some old shit. Imagine what they got now.
So you got 200 million missiles that ain't none of them gonna break rank, none of them gonna be interrupted, none of them gonna be duds.
And that's another thing too. It said all of that being the boat pointed towards Babylon. It ain't just gonna be nukes that's let off. There's a lot of other missiles these people got.
Yep.
That's in proximity to hit this bitch.
Right, so it's gonna be like Esau at the firing range. You're gonna have the AKs out, the little 22s, the 9s, the bazookas. They might as well just shoot everything they got.
Right. And also, you know, going back to the atomic bombs that was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, those was able to wipe out cities. And everything's more advanced today.
Way more advanced today.
That was a pellet gun back compared to what they got today. Right. That shit was like a little air rifle and shit. Even though it still did damage, the shit they got today, it's like 100,000 times
They
stronger.
finna hit with the Lord's Tommy gun, boy. They finna have all that shit let loose. Rapid fire.
My Tommy gun.
Revelation 20 you got the SARS bomb that was tested. That was 1961. You know what I'm saying? So, like y'all, like we said, how much more now with the technology that they got, man? They got pocket nukes and all that stuff out there, man.
Revelation 20 and 14, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
Right. The first death was that the flood. You know, and the Lord ain't gonna do that. Yahweh ain't gonna do that again, because He made a covenant with the earth not to flood it again. You know, with water. That's where you get the rainbow. But this time, it's gonna get flooded with fire. Yep. That's why it's gonna be like a lake of fire. It's gonna just be a big ass ball of flames. All right. That's in that Peter. It's the 3rd chapter. You know, it's gonna melt the elements with fervent heat. Think about that. It's so hot, it's gonna turn everything back to its original element. Glass gonna turn back to sand. People gonna be turned back into dust.
Some of this steel, you gotta have, thousands of degrees worth of heat. Right? You can't just crash a plane into it,
Right.
it automatically melts. Like some
Jet
fuel
fuel.
happened a couple of years ago.
Right.
It takes thousands of degrees of heat to melt that certain steel.
Hey, yeah, the scriptures say it's 200 million missiles, and the scientists say that the missile is 200 million degrees. They say the center of the epicenter when they explode, it's gonna be 200 million degrees, and like you say, you're gonna need a certain type of metal. I mean, a certain type of fire to melt this place. Like if the Bible says it's gonna be melted. Hey, this the book of right fast. This Salaki. This Ezekiel 22.
Beast of destruction.
This Ezekiel 22. This Ezekiel chapter 22 and verse 20.
Somebody must have got judged.
Yeah.
This the book of Ezekiel chapter 22 and verse 20. It say, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it to melt it, so will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof, and silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof, and ye shall know that I, the Lord Yahweh, have poured out my fury upon you. You know, it's going into that melting pot, melting the metals, and it's no coincidence that they call this place the Great Melting Pot. You know?
Even in Psalms, it talks about the snail that melted the way. When they get hit with that salt, you see it dehydrate, it starts bubbling. All right, and so it ain't gonna be like a millisecond and that's it. No, you're gonna actually be up in that fire with wailing and gnashing the teeth.
Yeah, you're gonna feel it.
You're gonna feel that. Like what's that movie, The Knowing, where it's all hugging. Yeah, y'all gonna be hugging, but you're gonna be feeling that fire. You know?
Yeah, ain't gonna be no happy ending.
Ain't gonna be no quick a mercy kill. No, the mercy's gonna be if you get hit by one of the 4 sword judgments that's not the missiles, you know. But shit, if you survive to the missiles, then the Lord had it out for you. Yeah. You know, Yahweh had it out for you.
This is gonna be the last couple.
Malachi chapter 4 verse 1.
True.
For behold, the day cometh, thou shalt burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. In a day that cometh shall burn them up, said Yahweh, that it shall leave them not a root nor branch. So man, when the day of the Lord comes, man, the Lord, this thermonuclear fire, the beams from the missiles from the chariots, so like it's gonna burn these wicked niggas up, and these wicked ass heathens as well, and it's not gonna leave nothing left.
I got something real quick. This is the book of Zechariah 14 and 12. It says, this shall be the plague whereat the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, right? These heathens, and also 2/3 of our people, where they're fighting against us right now when we bring out this word. And it says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Like going into those missiles. You know, the brother read Malachi 4:1. You know, the day coming thou shalt burn as an oven. You know, the Lord is going to melt you people, man. The Lord is going to torturize you people.
That's right.
Torturize.
Torturize.
We didn't use a new word, baby.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and 13. It says, for strong, I'm going to start at 12. 2 Ezra 16 and 12. It says, the earth quaketh in the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before Yahweh, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp. It shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
That was a good one. Whoever got that one was good.
Quick draw.
Well, his ass just be saying it, bro. He don't be beating nobody.
He don't be.
That was all. Listen to this, man.
Go
ahead, close it out. Look at that. I saw that bitch walk away over. He said, I'll beat you. I got the best vantage point. Yeah, I'll beat you. Close it out. Are you? Oh, my bad.
No, I was reading. Yes. Hey, that's the fate of America. You know, these missiles will hit it, and then that'll be the end. But it'll be the beginning for us.
We can end it on that. Actually, get that second extra 6 so we don't get it quickly. That's a great point. That's yeah.
Right, Esau thinks the end of the world is the end of everything. No, it's the end of your ass.
Your world.
Right.
Right.
I mean, it's the end of your kingdom because your ass still gonna have to serve captivity.
Yeah, buddy.
This is
The fun just beginning.
This is the book of 2 Ezra 6. I'm gonna start at 8. It says, and he said unto me from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held the heel of Esau. Right, going into the account of Genesis 25th chapter. You know, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right, this is the last rulership of Esau Edom. That's right. You know, before the ushering in the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
You know, and all these heathens is going to be under us.
That's right.
So with that being said, we hope it was edifying. We'll end up by giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash.
the apostles and the elders and our apostles, great most on that taught us the truth. And until next time, Wa Abba Ball.
Abba Ball.